Hello guys, welcome to the third episode of the Fan Connect podcast. As you guys know, we have started this initiative from our side to connect with the fans, and right now I'm having Arkit Bhandari, who's an Arsenal fan. He's from Kolkata, and he's been an Arsenal fan since 2011. And I can see him a bit smiling after our win against the Southampton game. As of now, I'm recording this call. We just won our match against Southampton. So I'm pretty sure all the Gunners around the world are having a bit of a laugh on their faces after a tough restart, having lost the previous two matches against City and Brighton. So, hello, Arkit. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi,
Great to
hi,
have you.
hi.
So,
Thank you so much.
how are you feeling?
It feels so great to be finally back on winning. You're back
Okay.
on winning tracks.
Yeah.
Finally see those 3 points in your bag
Hope so. We keep the momentum against Norwich too.
against
That's our
Norwich, right?
yeah.
Right.
That's our next match coming up. So, if you can give a backdrop of your Arsenal days, how you became a Arsenal fan yourself, so it will be good to our
Yes.
viewers.
Yeah. So it's like my elder brother has been like an ardent like Arsenal fan since
Hmm.
2002 and 2003. In my house, I've always seen this red and white jerseys always.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
like I was introduced to Arsenal in 2008 in that match against Liverpool where Arshavin scored 4 goals. We
yeah,
managed to
yeah, yeah.
draw the match, but Arshavin like went on to score 4 goals. And since then, like I have literally worshipped Arsene Wenger. He's like God to me. I have like I loved Arsene Wenger since then. I was
Hmm.
like formally introduced to this club in 2012
Okay, okay.
when in that famous match against Reading, where we were down, I think 4-0 or 4-1, and we
Hmm.
went on to win the match 7-5.
Yeah, yeah,
Theo
yeah,
Walcott like scoring a hat trick,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
that subtle smile on Wenger's face is, I think,
Hmm.
the pride with which the players played,
Yeah.
and that passion for the badge
Hmm.
was exceptional.
Seriously,
Since
seriously.
then till now, I've like an complete Arsenal fan. Like
Hmm.
like in all its ups and downs, like club
Through and through.
first.
Through and through, you're an Arsenal
Absolutely.
fan, be it a win or a
Absolutely.
loss.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good to know. Good to know.
Fine. Yeah.
So it's happy to have you on our podcast. So I have some questions for you regarding tonight's match against
Uh,
Southampton. So
yes.
what are your thoughts on the starting 11 which Arteta
Uh,
got
so
tonight
uh, uh,
against Southampton?
when I saw, I was really hoping that Ozil would be included
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the starting 11. I feel
Mm-hmm.
a player like Ozil, we might be complaining about him being lazy on the field and not making
Mm-hmm.
the efforts to win the ball. But that one pass that he will give, like in that one pass, he will have someone like Aubameyang up and it will be like a sitter for him. So
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted like Ozil to be in the starting 11. So it was
Yeah,
slightly like disappointing to find Ozil on the bench
yeah.
again. And rest of the team, I felt it was balanced.
Quite balanced. Yeah.
Windows was kept. Yeah, it was a balanced team.
Mm-hmm.
Windows was kept out because of his. I think he had some
Mm-hmm.
conflict issues on the way he behaved in the last match, which I think
Previous match.
is very important that Arteta takes control of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Yeah.
you find there are a lot of players who have played with Arteta, like
Mm-hmm.
Bellerin and all, they have played with Arteta as a player. So
Yeah.
now when you're having him as your boss or as your coach, so I think Arteta should take control of the team. And for that, if you have to make some hard decisions like taking Ozil out or anyone, if it's
Mm-hmm.
for the betterment of the team, he should like go ahead and do it. So
Yeah, yeah.
slightly disappointed, not being able to see Ozil, but on a whole,
Mm-hmm.
it was a balanced team.
Yeah, yeah. Because we got the win today. What if we have lost today? Would you have the same
I
reaction
think
with Ozil not coming on the pitch? Would it be the same reaction?
absolutely like Ozil, I was surprised in the second half, like in the first half itself when the subs, when he substituted, I think uh, Joe Willock came in.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was really expecting the to
Ozil to come into.
like strengthen your midfield. You're already 1-0 up. So in that point, if you can score, like if you can manage to score one more, then you
Mhm.
have like a one goal cushion.
Mhm.
So I really wanted Ozil to be on the field,
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we took
but
some
it's a
time.
relief that yeah,
I'm saying actually we took some time to kill the game. We should have killed the game a lot earlier. We did it after the
Aubameyang,
80th minute.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
We
like
should have
Aubameyang
killed
had
it.
like missed a sitter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aubameyang missed a sitter.
Yeah.
It was heading to the goal. It was his tough luck that it had like it had hit the crossbar.
Yeah, yeah,
Similar
yeah.
thing happened in the match against Brighton where Saka had scored, like had almost scored, which hit the crossbar. It was like
Remember.
a
Yeah.
tough luck.
At that point of time, I was having a feeling that, yeah, it's still not our day. So I was a bit
Yes.
low at that moment of time. Is it going to be our day? Are we going to win? We
Yes.
missed the sitter from Aubameyang hitting the on the side of the bar,
Like
and it would have been his 50th goal in 100
yes,
games he
yes.
has played for Arsenal.
Today was his 100th. Yes, in total, I think he has scored some 61 goals and 50 in the Premier League,
In the
like
Premier League.
49 in the Premier League.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Would have been the fastest.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
would have
Would
been
have
the
been the
fastest to
fastest,
score
like the
50 goals for.
fastest 50.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
that's the
yes.
thing. So okay, so how do you think we needed that goal from Nketiah? How much did it help in building our momentum to the game?
We were playing really well. In the first half, we were having a lot of possession. If you see at one point of time, I saw it was Arsenal having a possession of 71%
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Southampton 29%.
29,
So
yeah,
our
yeah, right.
overall possession was like 60-40, which is pretty good because our midfield was playing well. So that goal I think was very important to keep the momentum going. Or else,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were close to getting a goal, but somehow we were not able to net one. So I think that goal was very crucial for us to have the momentum kept going. So that's absolute important goal. A great
yeah,
goal,
yeah,
but
yeah.
an important goal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was all the effort from Nketiah that he kept his run
Yes,
going, pressing the
yes,
keeper, putting the pressure on the keeper, and eventually he did the mistake. He got the ball from him, and
yes. And a similar incident happened in the second half as well,
yeah,
which
yeah, yeah, yeah,
involved
yeah.
Nketiah also, but somehow the keeper
Keeper was
managed this time.
being a lazy tonight.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
because, yeah. So that's why maybe two or three times Nketiah took the run and tried to press the keeper. Right.
I think that is what is important when you have a player like Nketiah and not Lacazette up front. Lacazette at times he tends to get a bit lazy. So I
Yeah.
think it's very important like to rotate players and to make one realize the team can perform without you. If you're not playing well, you have to be benched. So I think it's a good decision from Arteta.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true. One thing about Nketiah, I think he'll be getting more chances in the future games. As we have heard,
Yes,
Martinelli
Arteta.
got injured in the training sessions. He got a knee injury and he'll be out of the
Yes.
season. So
Okay.
that's a loss to us. And the restart haven't been much kind to us regarding the injuries. First, Shaka went, Pablo Mari went, then this Leno. We lost Leno for 4 to 6 weeks. And today I saw Tierney getting substituted. Hope so it's not a concern that he's injured or what. Some cramps or what I think he got while he was substituted. He was substituted, na? Kieran Tierney, he was having a pretty much good game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He played well in the last match as well. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
it's very
Again,
important for
Even against City and
even
the
against
Brighton
City.
game. Yeah, he was
Even against
outstanding.
City, he
Yeah.
played well. He played really well.
So overall, you're satisfied with the performance and the team lineup
The
with Arteta.
the first half performance was good. It was a balanced gameplay
Mm-hmm.
where the wings was playing well. I think the left wing played way better than the right wing.
Yeah,
Hector
yeah, yeah.
Bellerin was not.
Bellerin, during the first half, Bellerin didn't look that sharp to me. He was making mistakes,
Yes,
giving away
yes,
the balls.
yes.
Yeah, that's the case.
But the left wing played really well. Like Saka was top notch today.
Yeah, yeah.
He was
Saka,
making those runs,
today,
those throughs.
Saka is like, I think he's becoming the David Alaba of our club. Like when Pep Guardiola was in Bayern Munich, he used to play Alaba on different sort of positions and he used to do well. And same is the case with Saka. He has played as a winger on the left wing and he has played as a left back. And in this match, he was playing the left side of the midfield. So he was doing pretty great. And
Saka was doing good. Saka was
yeah,
doing
yeah,
good.
yeah. The word is out now. The conference which Arteta took, he said that we are very close to sign him the contract in the coming few days, and I think they'll be giving him the contract for a long term. We should keep players like that. They are the future to the our club. So we should hold on to Saka
I
and we shouldn't
I've
let
always
him go.
I've always felt there are few players in the club who really play for the badge, and I think one of them
Mhm.
is
Saka,
Saka. He's a young
definitely.
player,
Mm-hmm.
and he always gives like his 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it comes to seeing players play for their badge, I somehow tend to miss Jack Wilshere. He
Mm-hmm.
used to give it in all, like all of it, like all that he had on the
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah, yeah. 100% on the field. That's what is required.
Totally like
Yeah,
a true gun.
seriously.
Yes, yes.
So uh, I should ask, what do you thought when the news broke about the contract extension of 4 hour players? David Luiz, first of all,
I,
what are your reactions on David Luiz? I want to know that first. Were we silly
you
to
know,
give him another contract, extending the contract for 1 year?
I have always felt that Luis is one of the most experienced defenders that we have. He is
Yeah,
the most experienced defender that
yeah,
we
yeah.
have.
He used to be. He
But
used to be. He
yeah,
used to be.
yeah, but the way conceding a penalty in a match that can happen with any defender. We have seen
Mm-hmm.
Koscielny, Montreal,
Mm-hmm.
Zaka. You concede penalty. Like Zaka conceded penalty against Tottenham
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He used to
last
concede
season.
a lot of penalties, Zaka, in the very beginning.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
silly tackles.
But I have never felt that grit from a player like Luis. I have never. He was never in the good books. Why? Because he even while he was playing for Chelsea, I still
Chelsea.
like remember that incident while he was down with an injury, but he
Mm-hmm.
was like faking the injury throughout the time.
Mm-hmm.
Someone saw like a cameraman. I think he saw him like he was down, but he was smiling at the camera. So I
Okay,
think
okay.
one who is not true to his team, I don't see him. You know,
Mm.
he might be a good defender,
I
but
was,
I've never seen like he was never in my good books
I
as
was,
a
I
player,
was, I was
as
pretty
as a
shocked
true gunner.
myself. I was pretty shocked myself to hear that Luis, after his horrendous performance against City, conceding a silly penalty, he's getting an contract extension of a year. Pablo Mari, it's understandable. Arteta wanted a
Pablo Mari,
left-footed centre back. Arteta always wanted, and he was behind him right from the very start. That yeah, if I'm building a team, he has to be in the team. So he's in the good books for Arteta, Pablo Mari.
Pablo Mari, I have just seen 1 or 2 matches, which I
Yeah, yeah,
felt
yeah.
was
He
good.
yeah, he hasn't played that much. He hasn't much of a game
Yes, but
time.
I haven't seen Cedric Soares that much, so that I have not
Yeah,
seen him play for Arsenal
yeah,
till
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm not.
He haven't
Uh,
haven't even kicked a single ball. He even didn't
yes,
stepped onto the pitch. So what's in the mind of these recruiters that they are blindly giving 4 year contract? They should have some clause of what that after a year or so will decide on his future, 1+1 contract or something like that. At least check
like
on him. Is he worth being an Arsenal player on the and his I think favorable position is left back.
yeah,
Left back he's playing. So
yeah,
he'll be a
yeah. He's playing
backup.
left back,
He'll be a backup to Tierney, I think.
I guess.
Backup player to Tierney. So
Tierney.
giving a contract to a backup player, if you are giving a contract to a backup player, and that too like Cedric Suarez, who haven't been in a single match, and that too you're giving it for straight 4 years. I was quite pretty surprised. And what about Ceballos? Are you a Ceballos fan?
I'm not a Ceballos fan,
Yeah.
but I think he has done a decent job this season.
Mhm.
This season, I have seen him play like decent enough. Like even in the
Average.
last
Quite
matches I've
average.
seen,
Yeah.
he was decent. Like not worth of a 4 year extension, if at all
Mhm.
he's given a 4 year extension.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I think he was a decent player. I
Yeah.
think one player whom we could have utilized was Denis Suarez, which uh, who was bought on loan from Barcelona.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Last
I
year, na,
think he
under
was
under
used.
Emery, under
Yeah,
Emery.
yes,
That was a
yes,
total waste.
under
That was a
Emery
total complete
as a
waste.
complete waste.
Yeah.
You do not, you do not loan out a player and then you make him sit on the bench throughout the season. I think that was very
Mhm.
harsh on him.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
could have
yeah.
at least seen him, used him, and
Mhm.
see if it was if he was like if he was at all worthy, then he could have bought him this season.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
that was waste. But I think Cedric Soares, I haven't seen him. So once Cedric Soares comes in, you'll have Saliba as well.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
Tierney.
Next year he is coming,
Will
na?
will
He won't be
I
able
think
to.
that
He won't be able to play us after 30th June, I guess. There's some clause regarding to League One that you can't include him in the squad. He'll be available to train with us, but he won't be playing this season for the fact.
okay,
So
okay.
let's see. So who do you want as our big transfer signings on this summer? I mean, who are you pretty much
Partey.
excited? Who do you want to get
I think we should definitely sign Partey.
parted? Definitely, yeah.
Yes,
There's
we
one.
should
There was.
definitely go for
I
Partey.
should. I should say rumor or some thoughts like that.
Billion.
Yeah, no, 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 no. On Partey, I recently read that his agent is coming to London next week or so to negotiate the deal. So let's see if it's a rumor or if it's a true thing or what. Let's see. We'll get to know. I heard from the sources that yeah, his agent is coming and it's already getting done. And even Partey want to leave the Atletico Madrid club, and he wants to be in the Premier League, and he knows Arsenal is in the run for him. So pretty much excited if he will be able to sign him, I think. And in his previous conference, Arteta mentioned too that we are having 50 million plus something in our resources to sign him. So let's see. And
Okay.
what about our defense? What do you think about our defense? Should we be
No,
playing with Luis, Mustafi, uh, Socrates? Are they good enough? What do you think about that?
I think Mustafi should be dropped to the airport with a pass of not returning to this team ever again.
Non-returnable
I
pass.
think
Okay, okay.
yeah, like it has to be a one-way traffic where you go and you be there. We do not need players like Mustafi. But quite surprisingly, he has been playing decent enough after
Yeah.
this lockdown
After
thing that
after
I've
yeah
seen.
yeah after Arteta, even we saw the revival of Mustafi and even David Luiz. But after this restart, David Luiz has gone to like just the way he was
He,
doing silly mistakes.
yes.
He's back to his basics, what he used to do. He was playing
I
pretty
think
well before the restart, before the lockdown.
yes.
Pre-lockdown, he was playing well. Yeah.
I think
So.
Arsenal, the defense that we had, which included players like say Nacho Monreal or say Koscielny or Mertesacker, Tanya. So I think the passion is still
Lacking.
lacking
Yeah.
amongst the players right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Callum Chambers is injured or something.
Yeah, yeah, he's still injured.
Callum Chambers is injured.
And Rob Holding just came out of his injury after a year-long injury. He,
I've always been a fan of Rob
yeah.
Holding. I still
Mhm.
remember him in the FA Cup
Arsene Wenger
final.
used to back him a lot. He used to include
Yes,
in the games,
yes,
and he did pretty
yes.
well. He has been in
I still remember the
appearance in the final
FA
of
Cup
FA
final, if
Cup.
you remember.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I
Yes,
was
he
saying.
was brilliant. He was
Yeah,
brilliant. Like
yeah.
Diego Costa was in his pockets. He was brilliant.
Mhm. So right now he has just come out of his injury and he's not to his very best. And I think what we are lacking now, the two center backs bonding that they are playing.
Yes.
If one is covering, one is willing to go forward. That we are not having the repo with the two set of center backs. That is what
Like to be
lacking.
honest, when I saw today Arsenal playing in the first half,
Mm-hmm.
it felt like those old team that I've like always known. In some part, they were playing like proper passing football.
Mm-hmm.
Their passing was some
Mm-hmm.
81% accuracy. They were playing like really well.
Yeah, yeah. In today's match, we got to see a bit of our midfield because of Xhaka, which were lacking
Uh,
in the previous two
like
matches when
to
Xhaka got
be
injured.
honest, I was never a fan of Granit Xhaka.
No, no,
I
no.
think
I am a fan of Granit Xhaka, of his passing, of his vision. Yeah, he lost some. He gave away the possession in the first half a pretty number of times. So, but his passing accuracy, if you see, it's pretty good. And he's been a leader to the team. Before that incidents which happened, he had a clash with the fans. He got all the booing and the
yeah, he got booed. Yeah.
yeah. He was booed off. But I used to like him. He was pretty. pretty low, I think, while he was under Emery. But during the Wenger days, he used to be. I used to see him as a future leader of our club, and he has that quality in him. Like that incidents which occurred with Leno, uh, during which he got injured, the Mope one.
Yes,
If
yes,
Xhaka
yes.
would have been on the pitch, he would have confronted him for sure. But nobody did anything. So in that sort of cases, Shaka is a leader. He try to lead the team from up front. And what do you think? Who's the leader that we should have? That he should lead the team up front?
I think after Aubameyang, it's Xhaka or say Bellerin who have
Bellerin,
been
okay.
who
Mm-hmm.
have had the most number of caps. And the
Mm-hmm.
other player, next player, which is I think Socrates. I've always liked Socrates as a player. I found him like really dedicated towards the team.
Mm-hmm.
So Socrates Papastathopoulos, I think, is someone that we need in the defense. He knows like what he's doing. So I think Socrates Papastathopoulos is
Mm-hmm.
a player that we might be considering for the captaincy.
Mm-hmm.
Like not
Okay,
at least
okay.
for a longer term, but for if at all we lose Aubameyang this time.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope for the best. So what you're saying is you want Partey to be on our squad, and
Yes, yes. We
if
want
you have to choose
Partey.
any defender or
Uh, I think the defense that we have bought already, we have bought a lot of
we need
defenders,
to
right?
we
So
need to load off those defenders. I think most of them.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. So
we are not
since
doing
all
that.
all of all of them, all of their contract expansion has been done,
Mm-hmm.
extension has been done for.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Arsenal will be aiming for a defender right now. I was reading
Mm-hmm.
some article where Arsenal has, I think, placed a bid, or they're going to bid for this goalkeeper from Barcelona called Neto, who
Neto,
is a
yeah,
reserve
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
reserve in
I also
Barcelona.
heard that
So they
rumor.
they
Yeah.
might be aiming for Neto. And there was one more rumor where Arsenal is supposed to bid for Willian. Willian is going
Brilliant.
to, yeah. Some of them said that he has already signed an extension with Chelsea, and some of them said that he is going out as a free agent this time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He's going.
And
I've also heard that. Mm-hmm.
talking about free agent, the biggest blunder in the history of modern day Arsenal football is letting Aaron Ramsey go
Ramsey
as a
go.
free
Yeah,
agent.
yeah, yeah. Emery,
You
classic
cannot
Emery.
let a player
Yeah,
like Ramsey go.
yeah, yeah.
You
Seriously,
cannot let
man.
a
He
player
used to
like
boss the
you
midfield like anything.
absolutely. He was the link, which like he was like Fabregas. He used to link the front and
Mm-hmm.
the rear part. That is
Yeah.
basically
Right, right, right.
Ramsey was very important to this team. You cannot let him go for free.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot let him go, like let alone
I've
be going
heard.
out for
I've
free.
heard the what's his
He
name?
plans to come
Sari.
back.
Sari is letting him go from Juventus, and
Yes,
there are
sorry,
rumors. There
he
are
let him
rumors.
go as a free agent.
Yeah, and there are rumors that Tottenham is willing to sign Aaron Ramsey, but I don't think so. Ramsey will opt for Tottenham Hotspurs. What do you think of the prediction on our next match, Norwich match? Pretty easy to get the 3 points, right?
My prediction for Arsenal against Norwich would be 2-1.
2-1. Okay, so
Yeah,
we are winning
2-1
the
we'll win.
game. I think
Yeah, we'll win.
we definitely should win the game before going into the FA Cup fixture against Sheffield. We need that momentum right now. If we are planning to go to Sheffield away, and if we are having the momentum which we have made today, we have won against Southampton. If we are able to carry that from Norwich as well, so I think we have a pretty good chance against Sheffield. They have played quite well this season, and the last match against Manchester United, they were so I think average. They played
No, no,
average.
against Sheffield was against Man U or Man City, where they conceded
Manchester.
5 goals, I
The
guess.
previous match was against Manchester United, na? Yesterday they
Okay,
lost 3-0.
okay, 2-0,
3-0,
3-0 or
3-0.
2-0, yeah,
Martial
3-0,
scored a
3-0.
hat trick. Yeah. So they were pretty much below average. I think we would be able to nick that game and
But
get
Sheffield is
our.
a dark horse this time, huh?
Yeah,
Sheffield,
yeah, yeah.
they came to the Premier League and they are way above us right now, almost like 10, 12 points
Yeah,
cleared.
they have done pretty
They,
well. Yeah, they have done
yes,
pretty well.
they played well. They played.
Mm-hmm. So hope so, because that's only the silverware which we can aim at this point of time. At least we can proceed to the FA Cup knockout round. I think this is the quarter-final match, I think, against Sheffield. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes,
we'll be
yes.
progressing to the semis if we are able to
Right.
beat them.
If you win this match, yes.
Yeah, and Arsenal holding the record of getting the most FA Cup titles 13th time. So let's hope.
That
Let's
is the
hope we.
only silverware that we have that I have
Yeah,
seen in my
yeah,
life since the days I have supported Arsenal.
yeah. And Arsene
This is
Wenger
the only
won
silverware that I
it.
have seen
Won
Arsenal
it
win the whole
almost
thing.
6 or 7 times. I think Arsene Wenger did it 6 or 7 times. I'm not getting that sure. That record and the
I think
invincible
seven.
one.
Yes. That was, even to speak about Invincibles, people used to love Thierry Henry. Some people used to go gaga over him. But I
Mhm.
was never an Ori fan. I was always a Robert Pires fan. I
Mhm.
felt that Pires was
The
brilliant in
playmaker,
that.
the playmaker who used to build the
Pires
game.
was the playmaker.
Yeah, he was the playmaker.
Pires, I loved Pires. I used to
Mhm.
love him.
Mhm.
Pires and Bergkamp. And I think that team could not have been replaced.
And speaking of invincibles, right now Chelsea is playing City and they are behind. I think City scored a goal.
Once
Yeah. So if Manchester City is checking the score, is it still 1-0 to Chelsea?
it's still 1-0. It's
Yeah.
51 minutes,
Yeah,
1-0.
if they get the win tonight, Chelsea, then Liverpool will be getting the title. And I have heard the people like we are used to call the invincibles. People are calling themselves the unbearables. After 30 years, after 30 years, they are getting a title. No? So it's a big thing to
I
them.
think
And
Liverpool Liverpool completely deserves it.
yeah,
This season.
they were outstanding throughout. And
You should see yesterday's match. Crystal Palace is a team which can surprise any team
yeah, yeah, yeah,
on that given day.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yesterday, Liverpool killed it. Like the way Mohamed Salah placed himself on the pitch, he was exquisite. He was brilliant. Liverpool was
Mm-hmm.
brilliant yesterday. I
Yeah,
think
they
four
won
four
five,
nil, 4-0,
5-0
4 no,
to 4 to
yeah,
5 nil,
4 or 5-0, yeah,
5-0
5-0,
to Crystal Palace. Yeah.
yeah. They
So,
were brilliant.
hmm. So let's see. We don't have much to hold on to this season, and hope so. This season passes on as quickly.
And
So,
we can just hope to finish within top 10.
mm-hmm.
Like being an Arsenal fan, it comes from an Arsenal fan. We have matches like we have to play against Liverpool or to play against
Liverpool,
Tottenham.
Tottenham,
Yes. So
Wolves.
yes.
Yeah.
So we need to finish at least end the season on a high note so that
Mm-hmm.
we can regroup. So since we
Mm-hmm.
are out of I think we are out of the Europa League.
Yeah, yeah.
We are,
Olympiacos knocked
we
us
are
out. Yeah.
yes. So
So.
now all we can focus is on the FA Cup and
Mhm.
like
That's the
gearing
only
up for
thing
the
to hold on to. Right now, FA Cup is the priority in the coming next
yes
week. And
because the league
finishing,
is gone.
yeah,
Yes.
league is definitely gone for sure, done and dusted to us. And holding on to the 10th position. Right now, we are sitting in ninth after our tonight's win.
After today's game. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So,
I think even top six is difficult now.
mhm. If we would have won that Brighton game, we would have a clear cut chance to even grab that Champions League spot. But that too
No,
is
but
seeming bleak to me right now.
I feel right now Arsenal should not be focusing on Champions League because
Mm-hmm.
the point is not to get selected in the
Yeah,
Champions
yeah,
League but to play well.
yeah.
You go on to the
That's the
Champions League,
point. Yeah.
play Champions League, and then you get bashed. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Bash like
on an
anything.
aggregate,
Yeah.
yeah, on an aggregate 10-2
Mm-hmm.
from Bayern,
Bayern,
and it
Bayern. Yeah.
it hurts. It hurts to see Arsenal
Yeah.
conceding 10 goals. Like, however,
So,
the
so
club
better
might be, it's
don't so
not a
better
club
don't
that
feature in Champions League. Better be
yeah
in
have a
Europa League.
team.
And we have been very much close to winning the Europa League. We played under Wenger and we got knocked out in the semi-finals against Atletico Madrid. And last year under
Atletico
Emery,
Madrid in home.
yeah, in home. And
Yeah,
last year under Emery, we got to the finals and then too we got thrashed away like anything. 4-0
and
or
that too by
something.
Olivier Giroud. That was
Yeah.
hard to see.
And
He
he
scored twice.
celebrated like anything against us, and it was quite hurtful to see that he is
Yes, he
celebrating.
scored twice and he assisted for Hazard as well.
Yeah. He used to be a passionate Arsenal
I used to
fan.
love I used to love
Yeah.
Olivier
Even
Giroud.
even I used to love Giroud. But then from since Chelsea days, I'm not a big fan of Giroud.
I think Giroud is great in the air. Arsene Wenger used to always get Giroud on in the 75th or 76th minute, and he was always in the
On
box,
his later stage, he used
searching.
to sub him and he used to score a goal coming off the bench.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, that's
I
pretty
think
much
Giroud
the
is the
Giroud
only
thing.
is one of the very few players who lifted the World Cup for his team without
Yeah,
without scoring a single goal,
without scoring a single goal. Yeah,
and
same
he
here.
being a striker of the team.
Yeah, being a striker, not even scoring a single game and winning the World Cup.
And to my surprise, he was selected over Lacazette. So people
Yeah,
rejected
yeah, yeah.
Lacazette and
I don't think so.
Giroud.
Lacazette was in the squad of France.
Lacazette was not in the
Yeah,
squad. He
he
was
was
not
not in the
not
squad. Yeah.
in the French squad.
Mm-hmm. He should have been. He was at his best level during Wenger and even during Emery
Yes.
last season. He was our best player on the pitch. He used to score a lot
Yeah,
of
I
goals
still
for
remember.
us.
I think Lacazette's first match was against Leicester home. We won
Leicester, yeah, yeah,
4-3.
yeah, yeah. And he scored the
He
goal in
scored
around
like
four to five minutes.
within years, within first 2-3 minutes
Yeah,
only he scored.
within 4 5 minutes, he scored the goal on his debut against Leicester. Yeah,
Yes,
Leicester or Everton? It's against
against
Leicester,
Leicester.
I think.
Against Leicester. Yeah,
Oba
home
scored
ground.
against
4-3.
Everton. His debut
Yes.
goal. Yeah, Oba
Okay.
scored against Everton. Yeah.
Okay. We will win the Champions League sometime. We
Yeah.
will win. We'll live
Some
that.
fine day. We should. So
I still miss. I still miss that match when
Barcelona
Aurier missed it.
against
Yes, yes.
Barcelona, you're saying the final.
Against Barcelona, yeah.
We
2-1.
lost 2-0.
Eto scored.
Yeah,
Yes, Eto scored.
we were leading with a goal.
We were
Then
leading. We were
Vieira
leading
scored, I
1-0.
think. Yeah,
Vieira
Vieira
scored
scored.
1-0, and then Eto scored one, and Ronaldinho scored the other.
And Henry missed a sitter. That was a
And Aurier
pretty,
missed a
yeah, we don't expect that from him. Like a lethal striker he is, we don't expect such sitters to be missed by him. So,
Aurier used to be a sublime striker. So you have the ball, and you know that he's going to score.
the best Premier League striker till we have now. But people, they have their opinions. Like the
I will differ with you on this point. I have always felt that Aurier was a good striker. Like to me, like he was good because he had like players like Pires and Bergkamp with him. But at the same time, I felt that Robin
Bergkamp was class. Bergkamp was class, man. His
was
touches, his assist, the way he used to twist,
brilliant,
turn. Yeah, he was brilliant. He was brilliant.
absolute treat to watch. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I felt Robin van Persie was a brilliant striker.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the best
And
strikers
plus,
I've ever met.
yeah, Manu snatched
Van
him
Persie.
from us, which was pretty shocking as well. So,
Yeah, like Arsene Wenger letting him go was more shocking than.
mm-hmm.
And your arch rival, like Chelsea, Man U, and
Yeah.
Tottenham is like
Arch rival,
arch rival.
seriously, yeah.
Yes, we don't have that much of rivalry with Man City or Liverpool, but
Mm-hmm.
it's an arch rival. Man
The
U. So,
Manchester United and Chelsea, na? Even Tottenham, but
yes,
they don't stand a chance against us. Uh, Tottenham Hotspurs, they are the London rivals as well, but
London rival, not London rival, but I think Tottenham flourished under Mourinho Pochettino. I think I loved
they,
the coach.
they did
I think
they did pretty good well.
Arsenal could have at least thought of him as their coach. Mourinho Pochettino was a brilliant coach.
And he was available. He wasn't having any job at
Yes,
that
yes,
moment of
no.
time.
He
Yeah,
was sacked by
yeah.
Tottenham. I think Arsenal could have at least thought of him because he was a brilliant.
And what he did with Tottenham, like a team with Tottenham, he did pretty great there. Taking the team to Champions League final in times like
Final.
this, yeah, it's a big thing. So yeah,
Yes.
that's a pretty good point that we should have gone from him. So that thing is
Not
way
Unai
past.
Emery for sure.
Hope so. Arteta does the right thing in our rebuilding process, which we are going through.
It's high time. We have criticized a lot and
Yeah.
had found like Mustafi and
Mhm.
Zaka as scapegoats.
Yeah, we
Like,
we should seriously get
who
rid
are
of those
there?
players who are playing for the money and not for the badge. We don't want that type of mentality in our team.
Yes, but
It
we should
puts us.
stand with the team. We have been criticizing our team and the players and our coach.
Mhm.
It's high time we support them, and
Mhm.
because it takes years to build a team. Like we are speaking about Liverpool today. But
Yeah,
what was Liverpool like
yeah,
3 years
yeah.
back, 4 years back, and
Even
what
it
it is
took
right now is all because of Jurgen Klopp.
3 to 4 years to build a team like this. So
Yes.
they have been patient, and so have to be us as a fan. We have to be patient with Arteta. So let's see.
This transfer market is really important for us. We really need to
Mm-hmm.
have, act
Mm-hmm.
smart. However good a player Nicolas Pepe is, he's not worth 72 million.
Yeah,
He's not
seriously,
worth.
very. Having
Man City scored, by the way. Man City scored
okay,
63rd minute.
it's 1-1. Who scored?
It's 1-1. Man City scored. I don't know exactly which score, but
Hmm.
whenever Man City scores, I'm remembered of that days
They're
where Man City was
playing in.
playing against QPR. You remember? Man
Hmm.
United had already won the
Yeah,
match, so it was like
yeah, yeah.
depending that
That
Man City
Aguero classic,
had to
that
had to win.
iconic
Yes, yes,
Aguero
yes.
goal. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
It's scored by De Bruyne,
De
55
Bruyne.
minutes.
Okay, 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 okay. He's a Chelsea reject, by the way.
Yes, he's a Chelsea
Yeah,
reject. Yeah,
yeah. Chelsea
Chelsea
rejected
reject.
him, and look what sort of player today he is. So
I think Man City's bench is equally good.
they did spend a lot of money on their team. They did spend pretty much every last bit of money on their players, and the result is coming. So we can see they won the title last year. They are the defending champions this year. So, but with Arteta, hope so our hierarchy backs him up. What he wants, he gets. They are willing to invest. So then only we can see, yeah. Because with these sort of player, I don't think so. We are going anywhere. We are lacking in defense. We are not playing Ozil. Our creativity is not that good. With so many rumors from Aubameyang, like he is going to Barcelona, like he is going to Madrid. His future is not certain. So it.
Barcelona would really be wanting to have Aubameyang because without, see, Suarez is performing well, but he's aged. So if Messi is not there, if Messi retires, then they do not have a striker. They have
Yeah.
no one up front. So they
Mhm.
will need a player like Aubameyang, and I think
Mhm.
they will they
And
will be like
Aubameyang
bidding
still
for him
have,
with some lucrative
I
amount.
think Aubameyang still have 3 to 4 years in him.
Yes, absolutely. He can
Yeah,
play for 3 to 4
yeah,
years
yeah,
around.
easily,
But
easily. So with what I'm trying to make the
one of the
point with
toughest.
so much of uncertainty that we are going through right now, we won't be able to get along in the near future. So we have to get our issues sorted. It's high time. We should back our data. We should sort the things which we have
Right.
messed it up. So hope so it goes
Like
well.
last season also, there were serious rumors of Arsenal going to bid for Riyad Mahrez, and he
Mhm.
ended up
Yeah,
joining Manchester City.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was linked. He was linked to Arsenal at first before
Yes, yes,
City
yes,
nabbed him.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's all for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. We had our little chat with Arkit. So it's good to
Thank you
have
so
you,
much,
Arkit.
Rahul. It was great work. It was great talking to you, and
Sharing your thoughts. Yeah.
with the yeah, and on a day where we have won, so
Yeah.
uh, it was
So
really good to talk to you.
yeah,
We,
we are
we
looking
hope
forward
that
to
we
be
can
in touch with,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely,
more
and
of the fans. So
yes, and
hope it goes
try
well.
to extend our fan base as well.
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. So, guys, please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And hope so we bring a lot of this stuffs to you in the future as well, where we connect with the fans. So we need your support very much right now as we have just begun this initiative from our side. So keep supporting. So thank you so much for bearing with us this long. Okay, cheers. Bye.